applying, you need to know. Okay, I just now I don't take no new topics. Yesterday and day before yesterday topics only, HTML and CSS. Just from the base, I create a own registration form by using the CSS. Okay, I just show the code, and after I finish, you need to create same like that, not the exact. By using that elements, you create like. Okay. Initially, what are the doubts you have while working on that? What are the doubts you got? How it's working? How it's happened? What are the doubts you raised while working on it? You know, just ask, bro. Then only I know this means how they are knowing. We know to from the base like that. I know. Most of them, initially I asked everyone know HTML. Everyone say yes. And CSS. Everyone answer also. That's why I quickly covered. Okay. If you don't know, just ask. Okay. Why all the guys are came here? To learn only. Then you have a doubt, you only need to ask. Then it will be clarified. Okay. Okay. This is a style you have added. Because see, this is a tag only, right? In the CSS, that does not support the tags. Because using the tag. Go to the code. Navigation bar. For the navigation bar, you use the whole tag. Don't use like that. Use the tag name only. Tag name, open bracket. Inside that, write the styles.
Try to use English. So I need to use the English.
Okay.
Need to use the English.
No. Go to the CSS bro. And clear this. This is your code, actual code. Just type now. No use of the okay, I will be explained by step by step. Okay. I just created a one just empty HTML. Okay. Now we are going to create a registration form. Initially, I need to add a title. What tag I have been used? I will be used. Minimum. I want a title for me.
Which one?
Which one? Okay, I will registration form. This will be here. And what are the things I need to ask for the registration from the one person?
Details.
Details. What details?
Personal
Name.
details. Name. Gender.
For getting the input from the user, what tag I need to use?
Input.
Initially,
Text.
initially I need to define one element. Then only I can use the input.
Form.
Form.
Inside the form element only input is working. Okay. Okay, I just created with the suggestions. The things are, I use label for the first name, as a first name I use it. Okay, and the input using type is text, and these are the parameters. Okay, and email password I have been used that suggestions only. See, I just getting like this.
What's the black box?
That is a mail agent.
Yeah. What you using? I use it.
You give the prompt of the one application or the screenshot, you build the UI and the platform.
No, you're using which kind of extension? Like the selection code.
That is satisfied by the VSP code.
But the black box or is
Here we are using PR tag, okay, to break line by line the form content. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
We are using breaking tag. Breaking tag, that's why it's came in like in single line. We don't use need to use breaking tag. Without using the breaking tag, we need to came same like this way, okay? By using CSS only. Okay, without CSS it came like this. For everyone, they are, I give the one assignment. That is without CSS it looks like this only. Okay. And here for the gender.
Foreign names.
For
If you label foreign name,
this
they are
one.
given your name. Yes, sir.
This is the ID of the where I use the label. See, for the first name, I put the ID as F name. Okay. Then for that ID, I use this label. Can you understand that?
If you change one from both of them, it will get error.
No, it's not getting error. For styling purpose only, it's, we are using. For the same ID. For, bro, see, here I am using the input text, okay?
For names, sir.
I say
ID not
for the styling purpose, we are using the class and name, okay? Class name ID we are using for styling purpose, and the DOM object. DOM is we take that in the JavaScript, okay? And here I am using for. What is the reference? What is the meaning for in English? For.
related to.
Related to. Okay, this label is related to this input. Okay. Yeah, this label first name. Okay.
Yeah.
This is related to this input box, and this last name. Okay. This label last name is related to this input box. I just putting like that for clarifications only. Without that also it's working fine only. See, nothing will be happen. For the CSS, for applying CSS, and then for the improvement code improvements only, we have been used that attributes. For attribute. Can you
You
understand?
can remove ID also, sir.
Huh?
You can remove ID.
We can remove.
ID name.
So without these things, also it will be work.
If you write means you can get a little bit misunderstanding for us.
No, because we need to use the ID and the class. First understand, bro. For the class, we are defining class. Okay, that class are related to same. I using here the class as a L name. Okay, L name. I need to give a styling for that last name. Then I will be able to use that. Can you understand? We are. Okay.
Last name elevate.
Here,
Last name elevate.
here I need to add styling. Okay. Okay, bro. If I need to add styling, I need to add only for the last name only. Okay, I need to add only for the last name. Here I have using that name as L name. Okay, for this input only I need to add styling. Then I access that with L name. See? Here I added like font size is 20 and color blue. That will be reflecting on not another things. Only in the last L name only. Last. Okay. Here what? This input box I will be clarifying by using the prompt. Now I am adding the, you have a confusion in ID and the class name, okay? For the JavaScript accessing element, we are using ID. Okay. For the CSS, we are using class name. We can be use both, but for some releases, like I need to styling for only these elements. Same naming elements, okay? For that, I have been use the class name. Okay, if I apply that for tag h1, okay, for the h1 I applying the color as blue and the text align center. Okay, here it applying for h1. I need to apply for h1, h2, h3. Same thing. I can be add like that h1 space, h2 space, h3, like that I can be add. Not letting. For I need to add for the 3 tags. Okay, then I can be able to use by the class name. I adding the same class here for h2. Class. Hmm?
Dot edit.
Okay. Have you understand that? Father was use of voice. No, see, I can't able to give the style for the all the tags. I need for the same styling. I need the same styling for the 2 or 3 tags. Okay. Then I use the same name for the that tags. Then I can be apply the same style for those tags. Zoom. Okay. Here I am using class name as same for the 3 tags. H1, H2, H3. Okay. Then I am applying that color for those tags by using the class name selector. This thing is only yesterday I thought. Selectors. What is the use of selector is we can be select the tag by the name, by the ID, by the tag. Class is a name. Okay. Here, we can be use name also, but class also same. The same thing is same only. In the React, that is class name. We are using class as a class name and ID as ID only in the React. Okay. Any doubts for applying the styles in tags? You don't understand means ask that this is not understanding. That is it's not clearly. Can you understand? All of them understand. Can you know about the spacing? Which tag take which space? Can you know about spacing? Actually, the H tags take the block level spacing.
Indentation.
Can you understand? What is block level spacing and the inline spacing? Can you understand spacing of?
What inline spacing means what means one by one space in the one line. The block means the sentence.
Occupy the whole
space.
whole space. That is a block level. Okay. In HTML, H1 is accessing the block level, and the form elements are in the in level, in the default. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to use the semantic HTML format. Semantic HTML means defining the header, footer, and inside that belong set we have used the container. The container defines the what are the actual things rather than header and footer. Okay. Here say which one is header. Okay. Now in this code, what is header, what is footer, and what is main content?
Registration form is a header.
Okay.
And the labels and inputs are the main content. Then scale is the footer.
Okay. We can be separate by the semantic tags. Okay. am separating header, footer, and the main content as a div, okay, as a container. Okay. From this, do you have any doubt? What doubt?
You asked this so many times.
Hmm?
You asked this so many times actually. Why are you using the same name for three?
We can be used different for that also. Name and class can be different. But label I am using for that label. Label I have used the attribute as a for referencing the which tag I going to reference. Okay.
ID CSS లో కాల్ చేసి
అయితే దీనికి ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఇంకొకటి దానికి
ప్లేస్ కోసం యూజ్ చేయాలి. ప్లేస్ కోసం యూజ్ చేస్తే మధ్యలో లైట్ వస్తుంది. కీవర్డ్ యూజ్ చేయాలి.
See, in the label we are using the form tag for attribute. Okay, that for attribute defining which tag I am going to reference, which tag I am belongs to, like that. Here I am using one tag, input tag. Okay, I am using the label that is a separate tag. Okay, we can be add without the label to some writing like without using the input label. Without using label, we can be also write that first name. It won't be affect the anything. Okay, we are using label for referencing for the input. See here, this label is belongs to this last name only. Okay, this
actually is asking about what the purpose of name.
Names.
name.
Name equal to name equal to email.
It's for the CSS purpose only.
In the CSS we can with the idea also.
Class.
Actually, in the best practices is the best practices is for the JavaScript, that is using ID. Okay, for the CSS, the best practice is by accessing by the name only. Name.
Okay.
So we are using the names in the tags. Then this name, by this name is referencing the label. Okay, this label is for this, for the reference purpose only, not anything else. We can be used without that for tag and the for name attribute also.
So what about placeholder?
Placeholder is a value that
Does
that showing to the user.
user show?
Like in the input I am using text, then I use the placeholder. Here whatever I type, like
Name.
last name, okay, that will be reflect in the formula. Here, see, if we type something, it will be gone.
Got it.
This is the purpose of the placeholder. Okay.
So that coming to the labels, what still is there we can give input.
What?
We have removed the label from the first name. So still we can write the content.
Yeah. What? See, in the body, whatever you type, it will be reflect. Okay. See. Inside the body, whatever you type, it will be reflect there. Okay. It don't need that any tag. It's recognized as a string and display that in the UA. Okay. Same way, inside the form, we are writing the first name. It recognizes it as a string and displaying it. For the styling purpose only, we are using the label tag and the ID and the name. Okay? It clarified for name.
Yes, sir.
So ask what you doubt exactly.
Nothing, sir.
No, no.
You can.
Okay. Now this is the structure of our HTML. We are going to apply the CSS. Okay. I just create a CSS file in the separate. Someone asked how to link the CSS, external CSS. Okay. By using link tag, I reference the relationship, like REL for relationship, that is defining the style sheet, and then href is the actual path of the file where I use the CSS file. Okay. Here the styles is referencing the style sheet I have been using. Okay. I just remove all the styles. Okay. Initially, I need to give the color for the background. Okay. I just add for the body tag. I reference in background color. Is that? I don't want exactly white. I like using the light blue color. Okay. Then I need to specify the registration form as a one single tag. Okay. So I going to use that all the tags inside the container. Another tag I am going to use. Here again provide the content, main content container. Okay. By using this name, I giving the styles for this contents only, for the not for the whole page. Okay. If I use the div, then it's apply for the whole content. Wherever I have used the div tag, it applying the style for that all the div tags. Can you understand? Then I have in access with the class name, like dot in container. I am going to give the styles like first initially I go fix the width. Okay, it's going like far along, so I fix the width that with this 500 pixel. Okay, it's reflecting for this only, this container only, it's reflecting by the name, the styling is reflecting. Okay. Then I give the background color for that container only. Background color. I fix the background color this color. Okay. Now you can be able to see what are the styles applied for the div, what are the styles applied for the background, whole body. Okay. Do you understand? Then here I need to align this in center place. Okay. Then what thing I need to add? Which alignment? There is a text element also, align items also. Which can I use? First thing is we need to align with display flex. Okay. All the things by inside the body that align with display flex. Okay. Now all the things inside the body is display flex. I need to align it horizontally. Okay. Then I can be use justify content center. That is align it horizontally center. Okay. Now I need to align vertically center. So I need to fix the vertical size of my website. Okay. Then I fix the height. Minimum height as 100 VH. Okay. Here the VH is nothing. VH is view height. Okay. How much my screen is going to view? See, this is my screen. Then I fix the VH as 50. Then its height is become half only, not the full screen. If by using percentage we can also fix, but the whole things are collapsed, not looking good. The VH only is speaking, saying like my screen is for the 50 screen size only for every screen. Okay, 50% of my screen size is only visible. Okay, now I need to align this vertically. Okay, this is horizontally centered now. I need to align vertically. Then which property can I use? Align item centers. Okay, align item centers, that align your items that vertically center. See, now it's vertically centered. Now do you have a point about align items? And correct, display items and align items, which are the things are happening. Okay, then I fix the outer layer. Now I need to give the style inside the body only, inside that container only. Okay, now I am going to align the registration form as center. Then what I use? Can I use? Huh?
Registration form is a header.
Huh?
Header.
Header.
So we use header.
Okay. Here only we use only one H1 tag. So I access with the H1 tag. Okay. I write like text time center. Okay, it's aligned. Previously it's in left align, now it's center aligned. Okay. Then I need to align these items, these form items in a center way. Okay. What are the possibilities to align it correctly?
Those are in container.
Okay.
So we need to add alignment system.
Align, which align?
We need to put the elements in a div container.
Okay.
So we need to give specific actions to that, so we can align.
Not specific, because form is not aligned in with form elements in inline element only. Okay, it's all the form elements came in one single line only. Then what we use? Which one? Vector. Which will be used? Okay, that's why I give the assignments for you, not A. Just try with the properties. What are the properties of the CSS content? Use with your HTML file only. Okay, whatever you have, whatever simple HTML tag, apply the different styles. Then you will be know what are the things that properties having. Then you will be able to create a web page by yourself. Okay. Okay, understand? Okay. Here I am defining like this label element. Okay. as a block level element. Okay. Displaying label display block. Then it's aligned, correct? You did same thing. That's why I am asking what are you doing in that CSS. Okay. Just see the properties, bro. Then what remove that properties. While removing that property, what will be happen? Just check. By using that inspect style, you can also check that. Here. Here I remove the block level. Okay. While applying block, it's hold the block level spaces. Then it's showing the okay. Then I need to align these items in center. Then what I use? What I use? Huh? We will be trying. Which container this all the things are
Label.
Form.
Container.
Okay. By using this container, I align all the items in center. Okay. Before applying align items, what I need to use? It won't be reflect here. What are the things I need to use here? Huh? Padding is a secondary thing. Initially, we need to display set the display as a flex. Then only these alignment items are applying here. Okay. Just understand. Flex. Now the form elements are in inline only. These things are inline only. That label only in the block level. Okay. These things are inline only. If I remove the label, this came to here only. See, if I remove any label, the form element are coming like inline only. So I applying the styling in the inline for the block level for the label only. Okay. Then we need to apply for all the things in the center. All the things are inline. I need to say like display these things in flex. After that I apply the align item center, it will be work. Okay. Okay, all the items are in alignment in center. Why it's not came in this footer?
It's not.
It's out of the container.
It's not in.
Out of the container.
It's out of the container. Okay, that's why it's not came. Okay, I need the space between those things. For the every element input items, I need the space. What will be I need to add?
Break.
We don't add break, that is the whole thing. By accessing the CSS only, we need align all the items. What we do? Huh? Padding. Correcting. Huh? No. Adding the padding for the label. See the things. For the adding padding top for the label, it will be aligned correctly. Am I correct? Just added the. Sorry, that is not padding, that is a margin. Okay. Margin. Padding means extend the space. This thing only. Okay. Now also it's not looking. good? What things are we can be good?
Make register example.
For making register down, what thing I use for register? Submit. Type as submit. For accessing the type element. For accessing, I need to access for the text. I need to access for the type submit. I need to access for the radio button. We can be specify the CSS by using the square brackets. Okay. Actually, we are using for that arrow, but we can be used for the styling purpose only. Input. Inside the input type. Okay, we will be check that. Container will reduce the space. Sorry. I use that type as a button. Okay. Input type is submit, then it will be reflecting that UA. Now we need to keep that in under and need to add the what need to add here? Margin. Five pixels. Okay, it's reflecting it. Need to add more space here. 15 pixels. Okay. Is this good? Looking good?
Align center register button.
It's looking good. Align center.
Register button.
Register.
Okay, the button is not moving. Then I extend that button. Okay, width of the button. Give the width at 100% and applying color, background color. And it will be okay. Then I change the color. That's also not looking good. We kept it in gray only. Okay, now what are the things I need to done here?
I had border ratio. It's Then it's look like professional. Model.
For what?
Digital button.
Order radius or
Border radius.
radius? Okay, that is not radius.
Yes.
Radius I adding 5%. Okay.
Okay.
It's called the button. It's not. Okay, I added for the whole container border radius. Okay. So you see that border radius is changed. Initially that is square shape. Now small curve is there. I change it like 10%. Okay. Now it's looking, but see the footer. We need to add its center. Okay. Then I add external center margin of 20. It's out of the border. Then I read. Just because we are seeing UA is not good, we change that by CSS. Okay. But by liking this is a like your playground. Whatever you want, you add and remove and check what is happening and what other things are need to add. Like that, you change the UI and you will be easily able to understand the CSS. Okay. Now you understand CSS and how to use that external CSS. Okay. Any doubts so far? You got? Okay. Fully clear. In CSS HTML, fully clear.
Sometimes you use parameters like BH. Sometimes you use pixels. For the static aspect,
BH is a view height.
and when we use BH
For the height, we will use the BH for defining whole thing, whole space. Okay, like background, whole body that contains in the BH. And like for the components, for the some elements, containers, div tags, and for some simple things, we can use the pixels. Okay. For the whole things or the whole big things, we can use the BH.
actually for example, some paragraph. This is the paragraph some websites the paragraph shows read more options. Like we requested that we
That's all contained in the JavaScript. Everything.
Okay.
You check the length of the paragraph and reduce that into the small some specific lines like 200 lines. If you give 200 lines, then it reduces show only 10 lines. Then another for other lines, it show the link like that blue color read mode. Whenever user clicks that and the on click is navigate and open that full page. Okay. In the CSS we will be using.